Come on, George. What's the matter?
George, we've tried to explain this 100 times.
Yes, after the decision had been made. He didn't even ask me, and it's my island.
Steady on, George.
George's father decided he must do his new experiment in an isolated place, surrounded by water. Kirrin Island is ideal. He expected George to understand and be generous.
There it is. Kirrin Island.
There's something different.
What is that thing? That's his tower.
Specially built by the men who came down from the Ministry of Research. And no, I don't know what it's used for.
I hate that tower.
Oh, it's a flimsy, temporary thing. You know your father's going to take it down as soon as his work's finished.
Uncle Quentin!
Where are you?
Empty. Strange.
I was sure he'd been working and living here. It's the only dry shelter place on the island.
Or the only one we know about.
That'll be your uncle now. I do wish he'd come and have lunch.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, hello, darling.
I'm starving.
I knew it. You haven't been eating properly. And I had so much food left here for you. Have you had that soup?
Soup? What soup?
Dear, I made it specially. If you don't eat it, it will soon go off.
Uncle, where have you been working?
It's best you don't know.
Are you all right, Quentin?
Yes. No, In fact, I'm a little worried. Late last night, after I finished working, I went out for a breath of fresh air and I thought I heard a man cough somewhere. I feel I'm not alone.
Uncle, I don't like you being here all alone at night.
What worries me, Anne, is that I'm not.
Well, what are you going to do? You must do something.
I'm hoping George will give her consent to a plan I have. I want Timmy here, George. Will you leave him behind with me?
But Timmy and I have never been separated, not once. They even let me have him at school.
George?
You can have him if I stay too.
You must always make things difficult, George. Anyone would think this dog was worth £1,000.
He's worth much more than that to me.
Yes, worth more than your own father.
Now, Quentin. George, I certainly will not allow you to stay here. I'm not having you and your father exposed to danger.
But I must.
Will you be unselfish for once? If it were Timmy who had to decide, you know what he would say, if he could speak. There. Timmy knows his duty. You ought to be proud of him.
I am. Very well, he stays. But Father, will you do something for me?
No silly conditions now, George.
The Coast Guard always lets me look through his telescope. I'm sure I could see into your glass room. If you took Timmy up there with you, I'd know he was all right.
And put a bib on him at meal times and clean his teeth every night? Oh, very well, I promise. I'll take him up there every morning.
Couldn't you send me a signal sometime?
Uncle, you could use the sun and a mirror to flash a message in the mornings and a torch or lantern at night. Say, 10:30 AM and PM, and 6 flashes each time.
Oh, really? Oh, all right.
Oh, and Quentin, don't forget that soup. If you leave it much longer, you'll have to throw it out. Eating it will make you ill.
I'll make it exactly 10:30. Now.
Oh, don't tell me he's forgotten.
No, there it is.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good.
I am glad your father's all right. He may be, but I'm going to be up at the Coast Guard's cottage at 10:30 tomorrow morning to see that Timmy's all right. I love walking up here. I bet we're the only people out this morning.
You're wrong, George.
Morning.
Morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Them? Oh, they've taken the cottage next to mine. I don't mind. The boy likes to paint my toys for me. He's not a bad sort of lad. Ever smiles, though. He likes looking through my telescope at your island.
Almost 10:30, George. Now.
May I have a look, please?
Oh, you know you can. You can all have a turn. Can't wear it out by looking through it,
No sign of Father anywhere. Timmy either.
Well, it's cloudy. He can hardly send a signal when there's no sun, can he?
That's an interesting island. I'd love to go and look at it.
That's my island. It's been in our family for generations. My mother gave it to me. My father's a scientist. He's working on some experiments there.
Oh? When will his experiments be finished? What's that got to do with you? I just thought that when they're finished, your brother might take me over there.
Of course I'll take you.
Making friends, eh? Very good. My son's pretty lonely here.
This boy says the island's his. He's going to take me over there soon.
Do you know your way through all those rocks, then? I was asking the fishermen. Either they didn't know or wouldn't tell me.
Did you want to go there?
Me? No. No. I get too seasick. But my boy would love to.
We must be going.
I think you're both very rude.
I just felt suspicious. They wanted to know too much.
The sun was nice.
Oh, George. You only liked him because he was stupid enough to think you were a boy.
No fights, please. We're on holiday. 4, 5, 6. Thank you.
Everything all right, George?
Everything is just fine.
So they're still all right then?
Yes, they're fine.
Go on, then off you go. Got your trowels?
Yes, Auntie.
Bye.
Bye, Auntie.
Bye. Take care.
Hello. I hope Timmy's all right.
What are the boys doing?
Looking for prehistoric things.
I'm Anne. I'm Martin.
Hey, an arrowhead! And a good one too. Oh, hello.
He's got to be all right.
No, not today.
But I've got a torch.
Some other time.
This is Martin. What have you been doing?
Just sketching. I love doing it. My father forbids me to, but
That's terrific. I thought a father would encourage a son with a gift like that.
If you bump into him, don't tell him, will you?